It's being dubbed as Science to Save Lake Tahoe, a fun way to get more kids engaged into what is happening in the lake.
Even though Tahoe Tessie isn't real, climate change is.
The mythical creature is now the star of a new app. Find Tahoe Tessie is an educational way to learn about the changes happening in Lake Tahoe.
More of our precipitation comes as rain, and that brings more sediment into the lake, which causes a loss of clarity and causes algae to grow as the lake warms. So all of these things will impact aquatic organisms in the lake.
It's lost more than 40 feet of clarity since the 1950s, and it's warmer, up roughly 2 degrees.
While it might be more comfortable for you, there's a lot of things happening below the surface that you should be aware of and should be thinking about in terms of how your actions are affecting and impacting the effects of climate change. They just ask different questions related to weather and climate.
The app includes videos and trivia, while you earn tools along the way.
So you're measuring the temperature, you're measuring the dissolved oxygen, you're looking at turbidity, which is clarity. And so you're doing these different measurements and you're answering questions and learning along the way with the goal of finding as many of the Tahoe Tessies as you can.
And you can see how those changes affect Tessie by the way she behaves.
Crying because she's very sad about her current conditions.
So she gets sadder and sicker as the temperatures warm because all aquatic organisms need clean, cold, fresh water to be able to find their food and to be able to get enough oxygen to thrive. So here's her jumping and diving.
This app was developed thanks to a federal grant for the UC Davis Tahoe Environmental Research Center.
Some of that heat is trapped by the gases in the atmosphere.
It also details ways that we can make a difference.
There's all these different ideas that you can do, like small actions to take, really, in order to reduce your carbon emissions by about 1 ton per year, which would be enough to slow the impacts of climate change. It's not going to stop it, but it's going to slow it down.
You're also encouraged to take a photo when you find Tessie thriving in the lake and post it on social media. They are beta testing this app right now before a bigger launch this summer. You can download it in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. One of the messages they want to get across is we all enjoy Tahoe, so we got to do what we can to make sure it's here for future generations.
Definitely, and I love the fact that not a whole lot of locals know about Tahoe Tessie.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a cool way just to show kids like, hey, we've got a sea monster of our own, right?
Right. It's a good hook to get the kids, interested in this kind of science.
Exactly.